You know, I wish it was darker so I could actually do that. Whoa. I'm good. Yeah, I didn't actually, it worked out well for that, but if it were darker, then it could really be atmospheric. Lights Out, the newest low-budget horror film to come out as of recently, and it's based off a short film that did I see the short film? I think I saw bits of the short film, like a couple seconds worth. I've seen the clips, like that scene in the very beginning of the film, which, yeah, it's spoilers, obviously, in the very beginning of the film where the woman is, flicking the lights on and you see there, and then it gets closer. So, I did see that part originally, but I hadn't seen anything else from the film up until now, and now I've seen the film, and I can definitely say it's good. It's very good. I'm not a big horror movie guy, but this is a very good horror movie. Right from the get-go, I knew you knew it was going to be unsettling. Because I just in the pit of my stomach, as soon as I got the mood, the environment, I'm like, oh, this isn't going to end well. And it doesn't end well. The stepfather to the main character, the main character is Rebecca, who is the daughter of Sophie, and who's the mother of Rebecca and Martin. Rebecca's boyfriend is Brett. No idea who I recognize the actor played the stepfather, but more or less, and Diana is the evil thing. So Diana axes him off in the very beginning. And it's very, very unsettling. Wan was a producer on this, James Wan, and he's one of the horror masters at the moment, because he did the first two Conjurings. I believe he worked on, it wasn't Sinister, it was, it's bothering me. Insidious. He worked on the Insidious movies, so he's really becoming a horror icon, and he knows how to play the mood. He knows how to play the atmosphere. The movies have to tell at least 59, maybe even more than 50%, 60% of the time, it's in dark. So you know that Diana is either there or could be lurking there, and you're just trying to scan the whole fucking room and be like, where is she? Where the fuck is she? And there's a few moments where I'm like, there she is, and I was right. Mostly because I saw the trailer, but a couple of, like when the kid, Martin's his name, goes out when basically it's a whole power outage on the street. Martin goes to a place where he knew he kept a flashlight, and I see this, like, head-shaped silhouette, head-shaped lump in the background, and I'm like, is that her? I think it's her. Could be her. We're lingering. Got it, it was her! Haha, not today, bitch! And then there's other points where the jump scare. This is a movie that warrants the need for the jump scare. This movie does not work without the jump scare. Because of the style. It's a being. It's not even a ghost. We're not even certain it's a ghost at this point. It is a spirit being of some kind haunting this woman. And they gave her background, and it's probably one of the only backgrounds, or one of the only downsides of the movie is that there's actually two, actually. One where the daughter is investigating her stepfather's records and she finds some stuff about Diana, and then where the mother, it more or less fully introduces her son to Diana. Needless to say, that meeting didn't go along very well. We also have a flashback or two that worked really well in the sense of Rebecca's, I believe it's Teresa Palmer's the actress's name, who's very good. All the actors were very good in this film. We get a flashback of her as a kid drawing and the lights on, and you hear scratching going on. And this guy, the scary officer, is probably looking at me like, why is he talking to himself? Just passed by. She's drawing, and she hears the noise of Rebecca obviously scratching in the closet because it's dark, and then she looks, and then her piece of paper goes away, and then she was drawing basically Dad, me, and Mom, and then she sees that Dad's been X'd out, and it's Diana, me, and Mom. So it's like, which in one sense I could see that this going a separate route if the kids, at least if the son had actually come to maybe embrace and maybe befriend the spirit, maybe. I mean, yes, the spirit's there for bad reasons. And I'm calling it a spirit because, frankly, they had no idea how to describe her because they said that she had, as a kid, Diana had more or less, she probably had porphyria is what she had. So her skin would blister and bleed in the sunlight. So she more or less probably had porphyria. But they said she was also may have been evil, like she could get inside your head, which is more or less what she did to their mother, because they met in a psych ward, befriended. She more or less needed her mother in the long run, because so long as she's there, her mother's not well, she's not on her meds, Diana will still be there. And when she tries to get well, and was trying to help her, and that's what happened to the stepfather, the other father, it almost happened to them. So it's not made apparent whether she is like a demon or like Damien or something like that, evil incarnate. I mean, she had to have had some obviously it's supernatural, duh. But as a living being, she had to have had some sort of supernatural capability in some capacity, however minor or major it may have been. So that's something that's one of those unanswered things that doesn't need to be answered. One thing I would like answering, though, is they said they were going to try an experimental procedure on her, on Diana. We see pictures and we hear the audio of what happened. She more or less spontaneously combusted. I know that's documented, but that's still never been 100% confirmed. It's more or less kind of stupid. You know, I'm going to flat out say that's stupid. And for all the great things in this movie, that was pretty stupid. But no, the atmosphere, God, the tension is horrifying in this movie. I mean, there are scenes where I'm like, oh God, because I don't like jump scares. It's not about, I don't like jump scares when it's just for the sake of a jump scare. But when the atmosphere actually is working in favor of the jump scare, then I'm like, oh crap. That's the one thing that will get me. I can tolerate horrifying visuals, performances, all that. I can tolerate all that like a champ. It's when they get that right atmosphere going that just, and it usually is that quiet to loud. Half the time it's just the sudden transition from quiet to loud that affects my eardrums and I'm just like, ah, God. But other times it is just the horrifying atmosphere going on. And there's a couple really well-warranted jump scares in this movie. Particularly one I didn't fucking see coming. Which I'm like, fuck! It's the scene you see in the trailer where she's got the black light and she's going through the basement. She discovers her father, Diana trapped her father down there, more or less. And she sees these mannequins. And I'm like, okay, something's going on. And then we see one that's not facing her. I'm like, wait, that can't be her. Because she shut fuck, da, da, da. It's like, wait. And then apparently UV light, which, makes no sense. Sunlight would have hurt her, which is UV radiation coming down her. But a UV light, a black light, does hurt her, doesn't make her go away, but you can see her in a black light. Fuck it. The light on my phone, her boyfriend, who I actually like, because he actually portrays this very logically, they make a lot of smart decisions in this film, most of the time. The cops not so much, but, the cops, that's another thing I'm going to get to near the end. But, when you look at the choices these people make, a lot of time in horror movies, it's one of those things like, why are you doing that? Don't go down there. Don't. And then you realize, and then they're like, oh, fuck. 90% of the choices they make in this movie are the smart choice. They leave the lights on. They always have lights with them. And again, a UV light doesn't hurt her or can't make her disappear, but a candle can. They have kid has a candle with him. The mother has a candle with her. That makes her go away. But a giant ass black light that is illuminating at least 5 feet around you will not. Huh? The physiology of this demon ghost thing is not quite, doesn't quite make sense. Oh, well, no, but they do make some sort of, like, the boyfriend at one point is trying to get them from being, because Diana locked him in a basement near the climax. By the way, this is a short movie, too. It's like 80 minutes long. But locked him in. So he's trying to help him. And he's got his light, and he's trying to more or less just keep his light on her while, get him out. But then, he tries to break the knob up, and then Diana just grabs him. And then she's about to attack him. He's got the phone light on. It's like, ha! I got you then. Like anyone's phone light, it turns off. Which begs the question, mine phone has a flashlight. Doesn't your phone have a flashlight? I digress. So then she kicks his ass. I think she threw him outside. I don't know I can't remember if she threw him outside, but he managed to get outside. He's going to his car. Unfortunately, they have like a little, an archway, right in their driveway to like show off their driveway. And she catches him in the archway, and she's about to just basically probably break his back or something. And luckily his car happens right behind her, turns his car lights on, and she just disappears. I'm like, luck, but smart choices he's making. And then he goes to get the cops, which does jack all. More or less, the end of the movie is this. And yeah, obviously, sorry, there's a bug. I want to make sure it was inside. The ending of the movie is this, is that, obviously, the mother even makes a statement that's like, you are nothing without, you can't be here without me. Or I'm nothing without you, you're nothing without me, kind of thing like that. And she keeps telling Diana, don't threaten my children. Don't threaten my children. And Diana, being Diana, completely self-absorbed, just wanting Sophie for herself and all that crap, is like, no, she's mine. She's mine. You're mine. Precious. And, it's like, I told you not to threaten my children. Start shooting. It's like, that's not going to work on me. Diana does talk a few times. It's a very menacing kind of approach. It's a very whisper, menacing voice. It's cool. It's creepy. And, she says, that doesn't work on me. And then she just points at her head. This will. It's like, Mom's like, what are you doing? Saving you? Boom! Just blows her head. Doesn't blow her head, but shoots herself in the head, kills herself, and Diana just jumps out to stop her and then just, incinerates. We then proceed to have 4 other cruisers plus an ambulance there. So, in hindsight, the nightmare is over for these 3 people. The remaining one, the boyfriend, the girlfriend, and boyfriend, Rebecca, and Martin. There's one problem here. Would you care to explain the 2 dead cops and the dead woman on the floor? I'm guessing they're going to make an argument. I guess the argument legally would be that because she wasn't mentally sound, she killed 2 cops and turned the gun on herself. I'm going to assume that's the explanation they're going to give. I didn't stick around to see if there was an after credits scene because I would assume there is not. The only way I could see a sequel honestly being made from this movie, besides the fact that it makes gob amounts of money, which didn't look like a very expensive horror film to make. I haven't checked the budget yet. I'll probably check that either tomorrow or in coming days. But I would say that besides Gob's Money, the only way you can make a sequel to this is if she did get into one of their minds and that she still is living on through them, and then the horror continues into Lights Out 2. I don't think so. This serves as a very good one-shot horror movie. Just as The Boy, I thought, served as a good one-shot horror film. But, or saw, at least for February, a good one-shot horror film. But at the same time, they're making a sequel to that, which I don't fucking know how you do that. Whatever. They'll figure out some convoluted bullcrap. Anything else to touch on? Not really. I mean, besides the plot dump, the exposition points we had, and there was 2. One was a lot more flowing than the other, where the daughter was investigating her, Diana, and then one where the mother was introducing Diane to her son, and that didn't go well. So, which is again creepy when you see that she turns the lights. She's having actually a nice moment with her son, like a movie night, and she turns the lights out. And then you see Diana's in the background, and he's freaking out as he's telling her a story about Diana. And then you see the creepiness. Her hand is right above his head. You're like touching his hair, and she's just hunched over him like Gollum. Ah! Yeah, I'd probably freak out too. So yeah, they lucked out in hopefully killing this thing, because otherwise her mother wasn't going to get well with Diana there. But Diana was going to stay there until her mother got well. So it was unfortunately a kind of cycle that wasn't going to fix itself. So it really I did figure halfway through that because her mother was obviously the connection, that her life would had to have been taken. I just didn't know if she was going to do it by herself on her own or someone's going to kill her. But yeah, it worked for what it was. It worked. I enjoyed the movie quite a bit. Again, I don't mind horror movies. They're just not I'm not a big fan. It's not my genre, which is strange because the movie I worked on was a horror movie. Well, a thriller or suspense horror kind of thing. It was kind of in that genre. Point being, yeah, I'd give this. Now let's also be clear. Because I don't see anything wrong with a movie does not mean I give a movie a 10 out of 10. For it to be a 10 out of 10, I'd have to be over the moon enjoying myself, seeing almost no problems, if not any problems, with the movie. I didn't even give Captain America Civil War a 10 out of 10. And that's because I thought the villain was a little lackluster, probably not even needed. But with that being said, it's a short sit, so if you want to kill an hour and a half, I'd definitely recommend it. If you like horror, recommend it. Suspense, if you like jump scares. By the way, there was about 20 other people in the theater, 15. And a lot of them were enjoying themselves. I could hear a lot of them actually jumping and screeching like, ah! Ah! I'm like, ah. Anyway. 8.5. I wouldn't say it's a full-on 9. It's definitely not a 10, but it's well above average. I'd go 8.5. Maybe I would lean it to a 9. 9 would be pushing it. Because there's little wrong I could see with the movie in my mind. I had none of the performances bothered me. They portrayed their characters very well. Particularly, I believe it's Maria Bello who played Sophie. Played a very troubled woman, a very mentally sick woman. Who eventually finds mental wellness in saving her family and taking her life, just to save her family from this. So, yeah, I think I'd lean towards 8.5 right now. I might change my tune in a day or two after having some time to mull it over, but yeah. I got a new trailer for War Dogs. I had my sticky notes. I was gonna write it down, and then wouldn't you fucking know it, my pen died on me. So I gotta get a new pen. Died. It broke, so it was ink everywhere. So I gotta get a new pen for that sticky notepad. No, that's easy. I got pens at home. I just didn't have any extras on me. But War Dogs, new trailer. Honestly, I do want to see it. I just don't know. I think Kubo and the Two Strings comes out that same week. So it's going to be those two movies, I think. But anyway. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. Miles Teller looks a lot more entertaining in this than he did in the other ones. Not that I say he didn't look bad in the other ones. Most of them are just, the trailers are just trailers I've already seen. Nothing really I mean, we got Suicide Squad again, the Blitzkrieg Bach trailer. Always down with that. I just did a bunch of Suicide Squad trailer reactions. Which, by the way, Comic-Con's, pretty much day one of Comic-Con is more or less done. Save a few things. Actually, no, it wouldn't be. It's only 5 something on the West Coast right now. Maybe 6, depending what time it is right now. I don't know what, because that might. Well, actually, hold on. The time is. Oh, it's only. Whoa. Time just turned to 9. So anyway, it just turned to 9, so it'd be about 6 o'clock on the West Coast. No, Comic-Con would still be going on right now. For day one anyway. I mean, it goes on through the night. There's not a lot of events going on. So I don't know, maybe I'll go home in a little bit and find out that there's a bunch of stuff that popped up, like a trailer or something. Who knows? We'll find out. It's either tomorrow or actually, maybe I'll see it Sunday. I just realized, I checked my schedule. I got Sunday off, so maybe I'll just see Star Trek with Mark Sunday, because Mark and I both want to see Star Trek. I'll try to see it tomorrow. Or I'll try to see it Sunday. I'll be sure to catch an early showing with Mark, though, because he's got to work the next day. But anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review at some point. Who would wins as well? Ideas for those. Put those down there as well. Be back sometime within the next 3 days for Star Trek. And I got a box office report. Plus, anything going on with Comic-Con, I'll be talking about. Provided I got actual... provided a trailer pops up, I can actually watch the trailer. I'm not going to go by hearsay, unfortunately. Because that didn't go over well when I did the D23 Captain America hearsay one. Yeah, that didn't... not a lot of people were a fan of that video. I mean, I got views, but it's not... A little sidetracking real quick since I'm done with the video, more or less. for me doing this, yeah, I want a lot of people to view my stuff because, yeah, I want people to like the videos I view. But if, like, say, only 20, for me, for me, anything above 50 views is usually a successful video in my mind. So, if the more, I want more views because I want more people to watch and enjoy my stuff. Obviously, that's the main reason many of us make it. Videos. Obviously, some of us want to try to get into the actual making money on YouTube plan, and would that be awesome? Absolutely. Do we see that happening in the near future? Let me get about I don't know, 100,000 more subscribers and about a weekly average of 5,000 views, and we'll see. Yeah, I doubt I'm getting that kind of stats anytime soon. But you know what? I actually like where I've come on this channel. Me and Mark both agree. I think, like, last check, we have 123 subscribers. 123 subscribers with literally me doing nothing but talking in front of a camera. I have no props. I have no graphics whatsoever. 123 subscribers to date. I appreciate every one of you folks. I really do. I love you all. Thank you for watching. I hope you continue to watch. So, thanks a lot. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you folks next time. Hopefully Mark will be with me next time. We'll find out. Later.